All right, guys. So let's talk about bundling tonight. And Sam mentioned it a little bit earlier when he was looking at the wireless charger. But I really want to go through some of the strategies that we've developed to find bundling ideas. And these strategies that I'm going to walk you through have helped us every single time we're trying to put bundles together. And, like Mike said in the very beginning of the call, bundling is so important, right? It helps differentiate yourself from your competitors. It can help protect you against other sellers jumping on your listing if you make your bundle unique enough. And for those of you that were with us when we did our case study on our clothes steamer, we made that super unique, to the point where we had different colors of the expandable hangers within our bundle. And we did that to, number one, make that product bundle as unique as possible, but number two, to really deter other sellers from jumping on your listing, because they really need to have the exact same product offer as what you're offering, or they're not going to be able to sell that product through your listing. So bundles are very, very important. It's also really important, like Sam said, to look at those negative reviews, figure out what you can do to upgrade the product to make it better. And really that all comes full circle, right? Like, you've read the negative reviews, you're going to figure out what to do to make the product better. You're going to create a unique product bundle. You're going to completely differentiate yourself from all your competition. And if the main core product in your bundle already sells well individually, and then you go and upgrade it and make it better, you go and add additional products to it to entice the customer to buy your bundle, your product bundle is going to sell well, right? Because if the product's selling well individually by itself with the issues that you're reading, and you go ahead and upgrade it, make it better, add additional products to it, then of course your product bundle is going to sell well. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for ideas to bundle your products together.
Hey, it's Mike here, and we just launched version 7 of our Amazon training course, where we walk you through the process of how we sold just in the last 30 days, our first 30 days, over 1,000 products with the brand new ranking strategies that we're now showing to the public. We've trained over 1,000 students, and last year alone we did over $3.2 million online. And if you go to my site, put your credit card away, enter just your first name and your email address, I'll immediately send you a series of free training videos that walk you through the process.
So with that said, like I said, I jumped into this slide already without going over to it, but again, exclusivity, it helps protect you against other sellers. Other sellers mean that's a term that we use, is hijacking for that. And again, we have a really cool glossary in our members area where the word hijacking says it's another seller attaching themselves to your listing. So if you're new, like Mike said, it's really important. Go over to the membership area, check out that glossary, get familiar with all the terminology, right? Because if you don't know the terminology, things can be very, very confusing. Not only is bundling good for all those things I just went over, but it can increase your overall net margin too, right? You're able to charge more for your bundle rather than just selling one individual product at one price. So you bundle products together. Your bundle, the bundle of products itself is actually, obviously going to be worth more, so you can charge more for that bundle. So let's go into how we find, bundles and the strategy behind that. So let me take you over to Amazon. Hold on, I'm going to jump out of here. Let's go over to Amazon. Let me find. Hold on 1 second for me. Let's see here. Let me go up to my browser. I had it open already. Okay, so we're going to look at this in a second, but let me go over to Amazon.com. And I'm going to show you a couple different products because I want to go over the product that we found on the module from last week. We found the portable blood pressure monitor as the product when we went through the whole strategy with Black Box and everything. So let's take a look at that one first, and then I'll show you the exact same strategy with the wireless charger that Sam just went over as well, just to show you the strategy on two different products, but the strategy itself is the same. So let's go over to portable blood pressure monitor, and let's see what products we could bundle together with this, right? I mean, there's for bundling, there's always going to be products that you can add to core products to make them better, to entice the customer, to give them to give the customer additional convenience for the main product. So let's take a look at let's go over here. Let's take a look here at this one. This one is the bestseller in blood pressure monitors. So the very first place that we like to look to get bundling ideas is this section right here. See where it says frequently bought together? Now this is an excellent bundle idea for this blood pressure monitor. A carrying case, right? So you would click on the carrying case, you would take a look at it, and there's no doubt in my mind that anyone that has one of these portable blood pressure monitors is going to want something to carry it in, right? So this would be something that you could bundle together with your blood pressure monitor to give the customer that convenience, right? And then you could also charge more for your bundle because they're going to get the blood pressure monitor and they're going to get this awesome carrying case, right? So that's a great example. So, but let's go down to the frequently bought together here as well. And sometimes it won't give you any additional ideas in the frequently bought together. So if you don't see any more additional ideas, sometimes there'll be a third item here. You can click on that. You can start going down that rabbit hole and just continue to click on the different products that are frequently bought together. Every product's a little bit different. Some of them will have tons of ideas here in the frequently bought together, but I'm actually happy that it's not giving us more options, because what you can do is to get even more product ideas, you can come down here to these sections, sponsored products related to this item. You can look through here and see if there's any additional ideas for bundling as well. And sometimes you'll have to go through here, maybe 5, 6, 7 pages. But again, here's another carrying case. And let's just click through some of these real quick. Let's see if there's anything else that we might see that we could bundle together. It looks like the carrying case here in the first 8 or 9. Oh, here's another great example. Look, a charger. You may want an additional AC power adapter for the blood pressure monitor, right? You might want to keep one in the case, keep one at your house, maybe keep one at your office, for example. So this would be a great bundle idea as well. You could bundle the blood pressure monitor, the AC power adapter, and the case, right? And when you're doing things like that, just be aware that the power adapter would need to fit in the case. But in this example, it looks like this case has a nice area up here with a zipper where you could store the actual power adapter. And then if you need an additional place to find product ideas, you can come down to this section. Customers who bought this item also bought. And again, look, guys, there's chargers here. I'm sure we're going to find some cases in here as well. Here's a case. And then anything else that made sense for that bundle of products, right? One thing I will tell you, and I am going to show you Amazon's product bundling requirements after I go through these two products. But the products in a bundle must be very, very complementary to each other. If they're not, if they're completely different, if they don't make sense to be bundled together, Amazon will not let you sell them as a bundle. They're going to ask you to split the products apart and create individual listings for them. I'm telling you that from experience. So definitely make sure they're highly, highly complementary to each other. And I'll show you Amazon's bundling policy here in a few minutes, just so everybody's aware of that. So those are, really 3 of the easiest places to look for bundling ideas: the frequently bought together, the sponsored products related to this item, customers who bought this item also bought. So there's actually one more place that you can look for bundling ideas as well, but I'm going to show you that example when we go over to the wireless chargers. So let's go over to the wireless chargers.
Hey, it's Mike here, and we just launched version 7 of our Amazon training course, where we walk you through the process of how we sold, just in the last 30 days, our first 30 days, over 1,000 products with the brand new ranking strategies that we're now showing to the public. We've trained over 1,000 students, and last year alone we did over $3.2 million online. And if you go to my site, put your credit card away, enter just your first name and your email address, I'll immediately send you a series of free training videos that walk you through the process.
So let me type that in, wireless chargers. And we're gonna pull up the same page that Sam was just on earlier. So let's go down. I wanna go to one of the major brands here. There's a major brand here called Anchor. So let's go into Anchor. And like I said, with the portable blood pressure monitor, again, you're gonna wanna look at the frequently bought together. And as you can see how it gives us additional ideas here, right? And then if you were to click in on this, we're gonna get another 3 ideas, hopefully. It's the same product. So again, if you're not getting any additional ideas, you can try to click on another one of the products within the frequently bought together just to see if you're gonna get some additional ideas. But again, it doesn't look like that's happening there either. So what you would wanna do, like I said earlier, come down to this section here, sponsored products related to this item. Come down here, customers who bought this item also bought, and you can see here there's a ton of bundling ideas for the wireless charger. And Sam even mentioned one earlier, right? The cables here. So you could get very creative with these wireless chargers and the different bundling ideas for those. So let me show you another way that you can find bundling ideas. And this is not a well-known way, but we think it's super effective. So for those of you that don't know, Anchor is a huge brand. So they're gonna have what's called a brand storefront. And let me show you what that looks like. So if you go right here, if you click on Buy Anchor, we're gonna go to their brand storefront and look at this. So major brands on Amazon, they have the ability to build these brand storefronts, they're called. And if you see here, if you scroll down, look, it basically shows all the products that they carry under that Anchor brand. And they have subcategories here. So as you can see, you could really dive deep into this brand storefront and find numerous bundle ideas for the wireless charger. I mean, look at all these different options. You could bundle together one of these plugs, right? You could bundle together the cables, like I said earlier. You could come up here to some of these subcategories and find different products that you could bundle together. You could bundle together 2 different types of wireless chargers, right? So, you know, those 4 ways that I just showed you are the ways that we find bundle ideas every single time we bundle products together. That's exactly how we do it. You know, it does take time. It's not something that you know, you might find the first time or the second time or even the third time, right? Because again, you want to make sure that your product bundle is very, very complementary to each other. But you know, if you take some time, you do the research, you look through the frequently bought together and the customers also bought with, and the sponsored products related to this item, and the brand storefront, you are no doubt going to find bundling ideas. You know, there's millions of products on Amazon. So if you follow that strategy, you'll no doubt be able to find a bundling idea. So with all that said, let me go over to, as I promised, I want to show you guys Amazon's bundling policy so you just get an idea of what their policy looks like. So if you type in Google Amazon help bundling policy, the first search result right here is going to pop up, and this is directly from Amazon Seller Central. And you'll see what I'm saying here. So this is Amazon's product bundling policy. So before you bundle products together, just come over here, review this, and you'll get familiar with, you know, all the different details. But this is one of the first bullet points here that I wanted to go over is what I mentioned earlier. Bundles must consist of items that are highly complementary. This means items in the bundle enable or enhance the use of other items in the bundle or provide convenience to the buyer by purchasing them together. So that perfectly defines, what they're looking for. If you go outside of that, they're not going to let you bundle the products together. I mean, they truly do need to be highly complementary to each other, and they need to provide a convenience to the buyer, right? I mean, if you're bundling two products together that just make no sense, it's really, nobody's going to buy that bundle because it's not convenient. You know what I mean? They're just going to go buy those products separately. They're not going to understand why you would bundle two products together that didn't make sense. But read through some of this information. It's really important. Like, bundles consist of multiple single items that can each be identified by a unique UPC and sold together as a single offering. A prepackaged kit or pack with multiple items that is identified by a single ASIN/UPC is not considered a bundle. And I'm not going to read through all these, but these are all of Amazon's bundle policies. They even go into helping you format your title within the bundles as well. Pay attention to our strategies around the title creation for sure, but just make sure you're adhering to Amazon's policies around everything. And then they even have the bundle product details for the images as well. So yeah, that's exactly everything I wanted to go over in regards to how we find the best bundles. Let me go back to the presentation. And yeah, like I said, when I was going over the portable blood pressure monitor and the wireless charger, those are some of the sections that we look at. Also bought with, frequently bought together, sponsored products related to this item, and then the storefront. And just make sure the products are, super complementary to each other. Make sure they're compatible, and you won't have an issue. And if you have a question about that, if you're looking at 2 or 3 products and you're not 100% sure if they make sense to be bundled together, just reach out to us on Voxer, and we're more than happy to help you with that. We've had tons of students that have done that in the past, so we can definitely help guide you in the right direction.
I've really felt like since I've joined, this is one of the best decisions I've made in my life.
From August 2nd to September 2nd, I generated $15,000 in sales.
I did about 6K one day.
We set a goal of 300 sales in the first 2 weeks, and we met that in 8 days.
Our first 12, 13 days, we've averaged just over $1,000 per day in revenue.
Right now I've got 74 5-star reviews, bestseller ranks at 29, and I've sold in 45 days almost 500 units.
We are moving about 15 to 20 units per day right now.
We were '1 new release on Amazon within 24 hours.
In the last 12 months would have been in July, I reached 6 figures.
I've seen the result and I've been very impressed.
Today actually is ironic that we're making this video because we hit our biggest numbers sales organically.
We still made 150% on our investment.
By far, the level of accountability you guys bring and support to your team it's uncanny.
What you guys are teaching us changed my life.
Just mind-blowing and very helpful in helping us launch our products.
We were able to create an entire business from scratch with no knowledge before, really, of how to sell on Amazon.
It gave us basically a roadmap to get involved in e-commerce without having to reinvent a wheel.
If I didn't have this training to follow, I'm sure it would be very difficult for me to research everything and to come up with a process that would work.
The way Mike and Matt teach is really a foolproof method.
The quality and integrity of the program is amazing. The clarity of instruction and the detail of instruction is really easy to follow along.
I've been amazed with how robust and how much information they have in their program.
I get so much information from the training videos, and it's incredible.
Love the modules that I can listen to them again and again.
The steps that are laid out are very much succinct and something that you can follow.
It really is good to just consistently go over and over and over the same the basics in order to get your business up and running.
Everything that you've taught me so far has been useful. I've used a number of it both in this side business and also at my day job.
You guys been helping me out with the Voxer talks, the live training videos that you guys have been sending me.
Learning that this even exists,
learning the process and how to be successful has really been great.
I like how the information can be applied to other businesses, other online ventures that you might want to do.
We love this business for the business model.
I'm just so excited to be selling online and making money in a way that I never thought I would.
I'm just excited to get this started.
If you want free time and you know how this passive income system can work, I think you'll see the same thing.
Ultimately, pour into the things that I love, and for me personally, that's my family.
I'm just grateful for you guys. I feel like you're super positive.
One of the things that you guys do is set the tone for giving everything you've got.
You go above and beyond.
They aim to over-deliver. They don't need to do as much as they do, but they do it anyway.
Mike and Matt are just regular people. Successful, but willing to share the knowledge and help us become successful too.